after the sales of Endgame plummeted. The big eyebrowed cockroach has crawled out of the woodwork to now disrespect the Queen? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Of course, Liebrows is back. He's got nothing else better to do than come out and defend Harry and Meghan, because yesterday, as we reported, former aide claims that Queen Elizabeth was angry, furious over Harry and Meghan, saying that she approved the name Lilibet, which she apparently didn't. Now, Omid Scobie, Liebrows himself, has chimed in on his thoughts because he couldn't resist. Now, let's look at the source directly. Is he actually slamming her? What do you think? I'm curious. None of these Lilibet revelations are doing the late Queen Elizabeth II any favors. Not only do they contradict details shared by the palace with a cooperatively written biography in 2022, see the pic, we're going to go there in a second, they also depict the monarch in a way the public haven't known her to be. What, is a bitch? Is that what you're trying to say? So the fact is, now that we're hearing realness from the Queen, exposing your friends, Team Sussex, that she expressed in private, therefore you got to slam her and say, how dare she wouldn't? Like you would know. Like you had any interactions or know the Queen at all. Now, he pulls out some quotes here from, this is 2022, about how this biography, an intimate portrait by Giles Brandreth, who is a respected author, mind you, says that the Queen Elizabeth took Harry and Meghan's naming their daughter as the compliment it was intended to be, according to the new book, which the royals seemingly, were okay with. The book slated for release this was last year. Mr. Brandreth occupies a unique position as a friend and biographer of the royal family, wrote about the relationship between Her Majesty and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, saying, yeah, it was a compliment. And here's the Daily Mail reporting it. Here's the Sun. The royals thought Meghan and Harry calling daughter Lilibet was bewildering, but Queen had a different reaction, book claims. The royal family found it bewildering and rather presumptuous when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry called their daughter Lilibet. But the Queen said the name was very pretty and seems just right, biographer Giles Brandreth suggests. And here's the Mirror. Queen's adorable comment over the Lilibet's name. The Queen was said to have seen the Duke and Duchess of Sussex naming their daughter after her nickname used by Prince Philip as a compliment, according to a new biography. Now, look, yeah, it is interesting. All these places that have ragged on him are now reporting that she was okay with it. But now, apparently she wasn't. Now, how can both things be true? I mean, Liebrows, you know how this is. The royals clearly could have not wanted bad press about the Queen at this point. They could have clearly wanted to come out and try to be nice. Or, even more so, maybe she did say this to their faces to not create drama, because that is what she knows to do. She doesn't want drama. She doesn't like reactions. So she could have been, pleased to be respected by the name, but then also behind closed doors, furious that she was being put in that position, and then Harry and Meghan were manipulatively using her private special name to try to curry favors to get back into the family. Both things can still be true. And so for you to basically say, well, if she really felt that way, well, then they're not doing her any favors, depicting her in a way we haven't known her to be. I mean, you wouldn't know what she's like in public. In private is what I mean. You wouldn't know. And both these things could absolutely be true. It's ridiculous. And the Sussex were threatening to sue these people this is lie. But then they didn't, did they? They didn't. They could still sue, couldn't they? Oh, it's a defamation. But no. Look, now the reality is, as I asked Steph sort of her opinion too, and yeah, it's that the palace didn't want to sow any public discord. So they went along with the notion the Queen was fine with it. Now that she's passed, it's easier for the palace to set the story straight. In addition, it's always been said right at the beginning that they did not get the Queen's blessing. Truth. They didn't. Now, the reality is, look, I believe that the Queen was frustrated. I do. I don't see why this author and this aide would make this up. I don't. At the same time, I do believe that, yes, back last year and during the period, there were probably people who were putting out the information that she was fine with it because that was just easier to do. And she very well may have been fine with it publicly or around press or this biographer or, absolutely, to try to not sow any discord, of course. But the reality is she didn't give permission. And at this point, Harry and Meghan were on the outs and causing all this drama. And they were doing this, it seemed, to try to curry favor and try to seem like they were going to bring the family together by naming the kid after her and using such a private name without her blessing, which has upset some people. Why not get her blessing before you name her after that in this royal lineage, etc.? And now the fact that you named your daughter after the Queen and Diana, and now you're like on the outs, causing all this stirring up drama about the royals, connecting her to it. Yeah, I can see why it's problematic for some. It's just not a good look. You want to respect the Queen, then stop bitching about the family. that to me feels like it would have been the best, most respectful thing they could have done. Yeah. And of course, now their headline, royal by slamming the Queen that she didn't approve the name. She didn't. They've admitted this, Omid. Liebrows, you know this is true. They didn't get her permission. They told her after the fact. Now, what I find interesting, before I get to these things I was about to bring up, I'm just curious, Liebrows. I'm going to say it a million times. If these aren't currying any favor, if these aren't doing well, then what was naming the alleged racists? How is this doing any favor? Sorry, here it is. How is this doing any favor? How are you doing this? All your revelations from Endgame, all the stuff you're putting out there, I don't understand how this does any favors. It doesn't. You're stirring up drama. That's all you do is stir up drama. You're a drama queen. You just every drama king, whatever you want to call yourself. Sorry, I didn't mean it to be like that. I just said famous saying. You're a drama person. And you are. That's all you want, is to create and fan these flames of diversion and racism, and it's all this and that. And now you're doing it with the Queen. You're the one causing the drama. You're the one who's trying to now slam the Queen by how she wouldn't. This isn't doing her any favors by her being real and having genuine emotion. She's not allowed to be. This is not how the public sees her. You don't think she had real private emotions behind closed doors, Liebrows? You idiot. I thought you knew these people. I thought you were their biographer. You know it all. You clearly don't. So anyway, it's just very fascinating to see Omid chime in on this. And again, what is he doing? Being Meghan's mouthpiece. Yet again, Meghan's mouthpiece, Omid Scobie, always out there. And it's funny because if you go out there and you look at Omid's tweets, I have to go find, I don't like it, but this is what he does. This is what he does. When you play the more, he's like, look, you guys thought Top Gun, Prince Harry, amazes U.S. instructors with his flying skills in 2011. And now Daily Mail is this a joke? Outrageous pilot is named Legend of the... Now, it's funny because, yeah, this was experts in the field didn't agree with that. Now, I don't know this. I can't find this article. Amazes U.S. instructors with his flying skills. Apparently, he was a Top Gun, guys. What do you believe? All I know is Omid literally only tweets out defense for Harry and Meghan. So you aren't their mouthpiece? Really? You aren't? Or are you? It seems like your whole existence is to defend them at all costs. And sure, maybe sometimes you have a point. Maybe. I don't know if I want to give them that. But still, in this instance, I don't understand why you're attempting to slam the Queen for potentially being upset that the manipulative duo is out there using her private name that she didn't get permission for to now be part of continued drama, which it still is. It still is. And that's clearly why Harry and Meghan named her that, which is just sad. Make her own person. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a slam? Are you mad? Is it angry? Do you not care? I want to hear any of your thoughts. Just hit that bell, hit that button, smash that thumbs up, and tell me your thoughts down below. What do you think? And we will be live later today to discuss this. So much more other stuff. The Emmys, they were kind of boring though. Lots of stuff to talk about though, and we'll be there. So come hang with us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.